Hi guys, I'm Jackie with Jackie's Jinx Journey, where I follow a low-carb lifestyle with my high-carb family. If you are joining me for the first time, welcome. So I see a couple people are already in here, and I'm hoping I have it set up to where it's a little more user-friendly. So I hope everybody's having a good night tonight. I have a 4-day weekend, so I spent today purging my bathroom closet, and I think tomorrow is going to be purging either the kitchen or the craft room. I haven't decided yet, so we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Lynette is here. Says, hello from Southeast Texas. Just finished a big bowl of ground beef. That's awesome. I actually have a meatloaf. I made my first meatloaf, and I'm pretty sure I probably messed it up because I didn't put any egg in it. I didn't think about it. So hopefully it turns out okay. It's got a pound of Wagyu ground beef, 2 pounds of regular ground beef, and then a pound or so of some pulled pork we had left over that was in the freezer that I needed something to do with it. So, and it's got pork rinds and a bunch of seasoning in it. So hopefully it's okay. And then I put some butter in the center, so hopefully it won't be dried out. I don't know. This could be in badly. We'll see. Okay, Lynette said, what are your strategies for fighting a craving for sweets or keto bar treat? It kind of depends. If it's a super strong craving and like on Triple B and E, like I can't have anything sweet. So, oh, I guess I should ask, can you guys hear me? Is it the microphone working? Because I had to play around with it. But anyway, I will put, I'll actually go grab like a spoonful of salted butter. Especially you can, if I keep it on the counter, so I just grab a spoonful and do that. Or just make sure that if it's something you can have, like a keto brick or something, just melt it down into smaller pieces and tell yourself, I can have X amount of pieces, and then just do that. Okay, awesome, Brenda. Jen said, good question. I tried to distract myself for 10 minutes by watching something or playing a game or walking or try a dash of salt on my tongue. So yeah, that works as well. I love salt. Like I carry some on my keychain, so I always have some on me. But if you have not tried the salt trick, it's pretty good. I finally got Jim to put a little bit of salt in his coffee because I kept telling him, he's like, that's disgusting. I'm like, it doesn't flavor the coffee. It just cuts out the bitterness. So now if I can just get him to listen about butter. And that said, great idea. I'll have to try that. Try the salt. I've been trying a pat of butter, but the increase in fat sends me to the bathroom. So yeah, you just kind of have to up your fat slowly, and then that way when you do need it, it isn't as detrimental. Yes, Jen, I'm in front of the closet. So we have a group chat with a couple of ladies, and I told my boyfriend to come in through the bathroom because I'm in front of the closet. And they're like, kinky. So it's like, ignore that. It's not like what it seems. It's innocent this time around at least. Brenda's here. Hello. Jennifer Lucas is here. So Monday, Jennifer, me, Dustin from Keto Simple, and Bob from Ageless Keto and his wife are all supposed to be meeting and talking about the indie meetup. So we should have some details going out hopefully Tuesday at the latest. At least, if nothing else, the date, time, and place, which I can tell you guys is going to be here. We are planning on making a lot of meat. We're going to smoke probably 2 to 3 pounds of meat per person that plans to be here. So if you go home hungry, it will be your own fault. So you can join us. That would be awesome. Yeah, Jen said try brushing your teeth too. That works for me. Yeah, because sometimes that sweet toothpaste flavor, and I mean, I haven't tested it, but I'm pretty sure even just brushing your teeth can spike your sugar or your glucose a little bit. But Brenda said it sounds great. Audio's good. No, I did not come out of the closet. I did clean out part of my closet though. I had a big duffel bag of stuff in the closet, and almost all that got purged. I kept like 15 things out of the bag. Hi, Salem. So yeah, I got rid of almost an entire 33-gallon trash bag of crap. And that's just from a closet and a bag and a couple odds and ends that people left on the kitchen counter that I threw away. So we'll see how that goes. And you might hear some clunking around. Jim just got home. Dawn is ear hustling. Hi, Dawn. We were FaceTiming the other day, and she got to see my Eeyore robe with my little ears. Brenda said the brown butter bites yummy. I still have not tried that. I really need to do that. I've heard mixed reviews that it's either awesome and it tastes like caramel or butterscotch or something super sweet. And then I've heard it's like, it's just butter. So I need to try it just, to make my own opinion. Lynette said that she puts a lot of salt in her coffee. Yeah, and when I'm going through a coffee phase, like I'll normally put salt and or electrolytes, a raw egg, a scoop of unflavored collagen if I am doing triple B&E, or I do have some cinnamon toast and chocolate that I still need to try of perfect keto collagen. So eventually I'll get to try those. I always get this stuff right before or after a challenge, so I never get to try them when I get it. Delayed gratification, I guess it's a good thing. Dawn said she is making the brown butter bites tomorrow. Bob is here, says hello everyone. Jen said, good, I plan on stalking your kitties and making them love me. You will probably see Sassy more than anybody. Luna would be the next. You probably will not see Salem at all. Salem, even when we have our normal people that come over once a month for the UFC fight, the minute he hears that door, his eyes perk up and he bolts under the bed, and you don't see him the rest of the night. I mean, I guess I can shine a light under there and you can see him that way. Lynette said, I really prefer the taste of grain-fed beef over grass-fed finished. What is your preference? I mean, I just get regular, whatever's on sale. I will get grass-fed if it's cheaper than the regular, or if they're having a really good deal on it. But I don't worry about it. Everybody says that, yeah, it's better for you, but it's like 1% better. It's not big enough deal to pay, say, $7 a pound versus $3 a pound. It's not worth it, in my opinion. If you can afford it, I say go to a local farmer. Like, I've got a couple local farmers that I can get my stuff from, but it's more pricey. So I will get it from them if I can. But Costco's got meat, 10 pounds of ground beef for $2.99 a pound. So that's probably what we're going to end up doing. There's a local place that's about 30 to 40 minutes away from us, and it's Value Market. And I go there for like when they have my ribeyes on sale for $7.99 a pound. And then Sometimes they have bacon for a pretty good price, but even now, right now, Costco's got bacon cheaper than even there. And then that's pretty much all we get from there now is ground beef when it's on sale and the ribeyes. So just do the best you can. Don't stress about it. Like my first stint on keto was done with hot dogs for probably 75% of my diet. So it can be done. And a package of hot dogs is a lot healthier than a package of Doritos. So Jennifer says they keep the meat in that closet. No, I mean, we do need another freezer though. Although it's getting pretty wiped out. I haven't been buying, replacing all the garbage that Rowan's eating. I did finally cave and I got him a few little pizzas and some pizza rolls because he keeps begging for cereal and I haven't given in. Yes. Don said, don't forget to mention the Keto Ohio meetup for your group at the meeting. Yes, so there's actually going to be 2 Ohio meetups. There's going to be one in February, which is the 25th, and Maitreya is holding that one. And then there's going to be one March 25th, and Dawn is holding that one. You can go to one or both. It is your preference. They'll have more details coming out for those. So go to Radical Geeks for more information on hers, and go to Dawn's for more information on hers. Air frying auntie, Miss Shauna is here. Says woohoo, hi is Jackie and all the Jinx friends. Hello, good evening. And I will stay on till 7:30 if there is enough people in here chatting away. I have no problem doing that. My meatloaf should be done about 7, so should still be warm by the time we get off here at 7:30 for Hungry Heaths. Janice is here, says good evening. Jen says Jackie and the Jinxes. There we go. Yeah. Shauna says I just sat down to eat my Instapot beef stew. I'm gonna assume that's stew because typing like I talk. Let's see. Jen says, been eating steak all week because Brian keeps finding inexpensive steaks when he goes to the grocery store in the mornings after work. I mean, hey, I'm all for that. I just remembered I have a steak I have to eat. It's cooked, and I forgot. I might have to end up doing that tonight and heating it because it might still be good tomorrow. I made it Thursday. No, I made it Wednesday. So, and it was a little underdone. Will it still be good on Saturday? That is the question. Let's see. Jen said pork rinds and heavy cream for the cereal. I know. Everybody keeps talking about that, and I'm like, I have to wait till April. Shauna's asking Jen if she's tried it. Jen, your last update didn't post on my. I have to go check my notification stuff because I didn't see yours come through. Let's see. Oh, Shauna said soup combo, soup and stew. I am good with that. Yeah, because I actually prefer thicker. Like, I've always liked chili better than I like soup, so stews are closer to obviously not a chili, but closer to it. So I think I've always kind of preferred stews over soups. Shauna said, I got to catch up. Me too, apparently. I also need to watch Two Queens Go Keto. I think they had another update, and I got distracted and forgot to watch it. Do you guys want to see a brat cat that's on the bed? She's like looks all peaceful, and I want to move her. Jen said there will be another one tomorrow. What it said, do you think all beef hot dogs are okay on Triple B and E? Depends on your preference. Personally, Jim and I are eating them. It's quick and it's easy, and sometimes we don't feel like cooking anything, and I figure an all beef hot dog is the way to go. We got Hebrew National and Nathan's brand. you can get your hands on Teton, that's even better. But our Costco stopped carrying them, or they're out of stock. And at Meijer, they are super crazy expensive, and I'm not paying like, it was like $10 or $15 for, or no, it was like, I think it was like around $10, and it was 4 hot dogs. I'm like, I am not paying that amount. I'm sorry. I know it's a good brand, but I mean, I ain't mad at money. Oh, let me see. Let me grab her. Come here, baby girl. Oh, come here. Oh, this is the little brat one. See, Sassy. She's so warm. I don't know if it's because she doesn't have fur and she has hair, so she doesn't shed, which is amazing. But she's always so warm. But I don't know if you can see her tabby mark, or her tortoiseshell markings. Keeps turning her nose. They're mostly on her nose, but she's very, very vocal and very, very loud and very, very clingy. Never had this. Well, I had a Siamese when I was little, but I barely remember her because I mean I was little. So I don't remember that cat being super, super clingy, vocal. So it's very, very different. Jennifer says, "Here, kitty." Shauna says, "I also like Miller's Uncured if you can find them." So I haven't even heard that brand. Shauna said, "I get Miller's at my grocery outlet." Oh, sleepy kitty face. Yes. I think, I don't know if it's like her inner eyelid that she halfway always keeps it half closed. It will open because we've seen her open her eyes, but it makes her look a little derpy. So I was like, oh my God, you picked out a derpy cat. Yes. She looks like she has an eye for trouble. Okay, so Salem's around 11 pounds, maybe even 12 now. So he should be about full grown. She's 6. And she chases him around like she's as big as he is. And she pounced on his butt the other day and he tossed her over his head. I was like, oh my God. And earlier they were making a bunch of ruckus in the kitchen. And I go in there and Sassy's like laid out on her back. And I was like, oh, great. Salem, get away from her. And then so Salem walked away and was just sitting there next to the cabinets. And all of a sudden I see Sassy get down and do her little butt wiggle and then pounces on Salem again. I was like, you picked your bed. Lay in it. Shauna said, my grandma had Siamese cats when I was growing up. They are really mean. I think they were trained cats. They do have a history of they can be very mean, which, Lady and the Tramp, the 2 Siamese, they were some of the bad ones on the movie. So I'm hoping she doesn't live up to her name, but we will see. You're flopping around. So, does everybody have a 4-day weekend? Who all has to work on Monday? Because I don't have to work, but Jim does. And then Rowan was off of school Friday, and I was off of work on today, and then he's off school Monday too. So we both have a 4-day weekend, and Jim has a normal weekend. So let's see. Jennifer Lucas says, my mom found out I can wear a little smaller than her. She is now passing as many clothes onto me as she can, thinning her closets but filling up mine. Yeah. Part of my purge is I threw out a bunch of socks. I'm like, they're in a drawer that I don't touch. So probably threw out at least 20 pairs of socks. And then I need to go through the 2 bottom drawers because Jim's got a bottom drawer he hasn't touched in the 3 years I've lived here. So he probably won't miss it if I toss it out because he doesn't know what's in there. Jen says, I was typing, we are Siamese, if you please. What are you doing? You'll never even know. I do know that. I could throw away half your closet and you wouldn't even notice. Jen says, I have a 3-day weekend and I'm so thrilled about it. Yeah. I don't know what I'm all going to do except for hoping to get at least one more trash bag of crap out of the house. I've got a basket of donation, try to sell, and if it doesn't sell, it goes in the trash because I guess Goodwill doesn't take shampoos and hair stuff that's not really used. So I said I'll try to sell it, maybe like $2 a bottle or something like that. And then if it doesn't sell in a week or 2, I will end up tossing it all. And then I've got a time will tell basket started, and then obviously the trash bag. So yeah, 4 piles that's going to go through all the rooms. Shauna says, I work, but I get time and a half, so there's that. Always worth it. I kept hoping that they would ask for me to work on Friday overtime, but they said the overtime's pretty much over right now. So hoping it picks up by February. Annette says, I own my own small business and work out of my home. I work 7 days a week. I'm a horrible boss, right? My job was working 12-hour shifts, 5 days a week, and 10-hour shifts 2 days a week. And we did that for 1.5 years before it let up. And I am missing that money. But I'm hoping we'll at least go back up because our normal 4-day work week is Monday through Thursday. We work 10-hour days, Monday through Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday are time and a half. And if we are asked or mandatory Sunday, it's double time. So Shauna says, I'm really hoping to pack up Christmas. Finally, I can't think of another January holiday to be an excuse to leave it up. I mean, Christmas in July, it's only a couple more months. Yeah, I've got some Halloween stuff up and or still out. It's not up. That needs to go in the Halloween bins, and then I got some Christmas stuff that needs to go in the Christmas bins. But like I said, this was just leftover stuff, and I picked up like 2 or 3 things new this year. So we gotta get into the attic and put those in the designated holiday bins. And I think I've got some clothes up in the attic too that I need to pull out and go through and see what might fit or what I need to really get rid of. I've got a full trash bag of stuff that's too big and I need to go back through the closet. I'm sure there's even more I can technically get rid of. I've been watching a YouTube channel called, I think it's The Minimal Mom or The Minimalist Mom, talking about how to get, purge stuff. So it's kind of gotten me in the mood to get rid of a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Shauna said, we need to contact your HR department. Brenda says, we have a church that does a Dare to Care thing here that takes soaps and shampoos. Yeah, I might try to find somewhere. It just kind of depends on how much time I have because I don't even really want to post them on Facebook Marketplace. But what, baby? You got locked out? Oh, just gotta have human attention. Come on. Your other humans in the bathroom. So we'll just have to see. And some of it's specialty stuff. Like I got the Function of Beauty brand. I don't know if you've heard of that, but it actually specializes your shampoo and makes your color. like your, the shade of the shampoo and the conditioner, and there's something in it I'm allergic to, and I'm not allergic to a lot, but my scalp was burning. I used it one time and was like, nope. And you can't return it. They returned my money, but they can't take the product back. So I don't know. I might something like that. I would feel more comfortable, somebody knowing what they're getting. Jen says you and Jim could DoorDash like Dylan and Mike. I've thought about it, but I hate driving. Like, really hate driving. And I don't know how much DoorDash would get business around where we're at, because
you have to go to Plainfield area. So you're not gonna get, the only person you're gonna get in Danville is Josh.
Yeah, so we live in a small town, and literally we have like one piece of place that will deliver to us. And
nope, not anymore.
Oh, and it shut down, so no longer. So I'd have to drive to Plainfield or Avon or any of the surrounding cities to go DoorDash. So I'd have to go 25 minutes out of my way to go do that stuff, because nobody delivers out here. We've got a pizza place that's 5 minutes down the road, and they don't even deliver.
They don't count.
They do count. It's delicious.
They don't count for delivery, though. It's literally inside of a grocery store.
So they could hire one of those teenagers to drive their car. I can dream. Because they have really good wings, and they bake them, so I don't have to worry about what oil they're in. Jennifer said, I'm a Christmas holdout. I keep mine up through January. It cheers me up. Yeah, I mean, who cares? Like, if someone gives you crap about it, it's your house. What are you gonna do? Come in your house and take it down? Let's see. Yeah, Shauna said, I admire those minimal people, but it causes great anxiety. Yeah, and I have a history, like my sperm donor is a hoarder, and I fight with the hoarding. I try to purge at least twice a year. Doesn't always happen, but if I let it get out of control, it's bad. So watching the minimal stuff is helping, actually, because I'm holding something. I'm like, I have this thing in my hand, and there's no reason for me to have it, but I can't let go. So that's helping me get into the mindset of, if you can replace it in 20 minutes for under $20, get rid of it. There's no reason to keep it. So I'm trying to use that. Hang on. Here, Jen, this is the one you'll never see, because he's antisocial. Very, very antisocial. Why are you wet?
Probably in the same.
Cats. Anyway. So yeah, I am trying to clear out our house, get rid of stuff. And a lot of this stuff I've had forever. I mean, some of the stuff I haven't touched since I moved in here. And it'll be 4 years in April, won't it?
I don't know.
Neither one of us are really good at keeping dates. So, yeah.
Can't even remember how old I am.
That too. He's a baby. He's younger than I am. First guy I've dated that was younger than me, so a little weird. Anyway. Time to purge. I'm doing spring cleaning early. Jennifer said, let them dry.
Better not throw up all over the floor.
Hey, I'd rather throw up in the bathroom floor than the carpet.
He's gonna drink the whole bowl.
Shauna said, I hear you. Mine gave me 2 Bankers boxes of china that belonged to my grandmother I'd never met. It's kind of cool, though. I mean, at least that's something legitimate to keep. Like, I've got plastic empty containers that there's no reason for me to have it. You can go to Walmart and get a replacement for $3. It's like the travel containers. John said, my sperm donor, that is. Ugh. Scott is here, says, hi, friends. Better late than never. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I mean, we're not talking about anything super specific tonight. We're just kind of chatting to chat. So, late is fine. Shauna said, oh, I love a silky black kitty. Yeah, black's my favorite. Although if I had my way, I would have an all black, an all white, and an all gray.
Here.
Yeah, he's actually a sweetheart, but he only wants attention when he wants attention. And he does not like being picked up. At all. Ever. He wants all four paws on the ground unless he's jumping from one flat surface to another flat surface. Shauna saying hi to Scott. Carrie's here, says hello. Says 350 days, no coffee or caffeine today, everyone. That's awesome. Almost a year mark. Let's see. Brenda says, I need to log what I toss or spend too much time searching for things that aren't here. Now I take photos, then I can look there first. That's kind of an awesome idea. And I know a lot of people like have an issue with like photos and stuff. And one of the organization ladies I was watching had an awesome idea, and it said you make categories into like 3 different shoe boxes, and you line the shoe boxes with acid-free paper. And she's like, just toss those in. And she's like, you don't have to put them in a photo album, and it's going to take up more space. You just get shoe boxes. And she's like, half the time especially if they're old pictures, you're probably going to have pictures of up people's noses and their feet and their hands and all these random pictures that there's no reason to keep. She's like, just because it's a photo doesn't mean you can't throw it away. So Carrie saying hi to Shauna. Let's see. But what am I going to do with 13 sets of china? I cook for one. It sounds like you need to have a keto gathering. That's what it sounds like to me. You have a super fancy, call it tea time with a bunch of meat. Jen said, did anyone quit anything today for National Quitters Day? I don't think I did. I mean, I already gave up a lot. Been really missing sour cream and mayo. I need to make some butter mayo. I keep putting it off. Yeah, Carrie said today is Friday the 13th, which is why I stayed home and didn't drive anywhere. Yes, black cats rule. So I've got a gray tabby, an all black with a very small speckle of white on his chest, and then our Tortie Siamese. Jen said, that's my dream too, but Brian, Lord of the Litter Box, says 2 cat maximum. So super exciting news about litter.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Did you get tracking?
Yeah, it's coming from Wisconsin.
But they're in Chicago.
I don't know. It said it was coming from Wisconsin, which is even closer, isn't it?
No, nothing from Chicago.
I think so. I don't know. But in either case, it says it's supposed to get delivered tomorrow. But we're getting a litter robot delivered tomorrow, supposedly. And if not tomorrow, Tuesday at the latest. Because I don't know if FedEx runs on.
Who's it shipped through, FedEx or UPS?
FedEx.
Might show up tomorrow.
So we'll see.
Because UPS would get delayed because they're lazy and don't drive out of here.
All right. So if it gets delivered, it's going to make my litter days much, much better. 'Cause 3 cats, it's a lot. And we also use the Pretty Litter. If you have not tried that Pretty Litter yet, the stuff is amazing. It, like, virtually no smell, especially if you keep up on it like you're supposed to. There's no smell at all. And it's color changing, which is even cooler. But they've got a generic brand. I saw it PetSmart, but I think the Pretty Litter,
I wouldn't call it generic.
well, it didn't color change. It was like same type of litter, but it didn't color change, but it was still more expensive than the Pretty Litter if you get it through subscription. So Shauna said, Jim, the man behind the curtain. Bet I have that wrong. He's not behind a curtain, he's behind a one of those sliding barn door things. Yeah. Shauna saying hi to Carrie. Carrie said Jackie needs some good oil for the Friday, but I'm on Triple B&E. I can't have oil. I can have lard and some beef tallow if I could find some to get my hands on without ordering it. Because I can get it from Walmart, but you have to order it. And I'm like, I don't.
Not have it at Fresh Time?
I don't know.
I guarantee you Trader Joe's has it.
Well, Walmart, you can buy buckets of it. If Trader Joe and Fresh Time might have it, but they probably have small jars, which are like $8, and you can get a 7-pound bucket for $30. Bucket. We need a bucket. Because I don't mind the lard, but like Rachel had said on her live the other day, it does smell. Jennifer said, I want a kitty and a puppy and a bunny and baby goats and great. Well, you have room for cats and dogs. You're not technically supposed to have rabbits with cats because the rabbit's saliva can actually hurt cats. But you don't want a rabbit. They are super, super soft and super, super sweet. They are so messy. So messy. That's probably right up there with the chinchillas. When we had 4 chinchillas at one point, and I miss them terribly.
Horrible.
But they are awful mess makers. And they're like little poop Pez dispensers. They never stop pooping. Like, you set it down and you pick it up. Or destroying. They chew everything. So you set it down and you pick it up and there's poop. You pick them back up and you set them down, there's more poop. Like, it's awful. But yes, they are super, super soft, and sometimes they can be all cuddly and nice, but most of the time they don't want to be held. They don't super like human interaction usually. The ones that you see on YouTube are out of the norm. They're not normally that social. So you have the time and the commitment to do them, cool. But we definitely should have stuck with 2, and we got 2 more. And when my work went to crazy hours, they just weren't getting the care that they needed. So I gave them to a friend of my mom's, and they have a whole household of people and a whole zoo. So they should be getting the care that they need. Shauna said, I love kitties. I'm allergic. I just have to wash my hands before I touch my face. Yeah, and there are some cats that are more hypoallergenic, which crazily enough are most of them are the longer hair. I think Himalayans are supposed to be hypoallergenic. The Sphinx, which has no hair, is not hypoallergenic. So you just have to look and see. I think a Siberian is also hypoallergenic. I want to say a Maine Coon might be, but I could have that one wrong. But there's like 10 different cats that are on the list. Jennifer said, yeah, I'm allergic to. And then, like on Triple B&E, my allergies get better. So, like the first couple days, my sinuses, I could just feel everything draining. And today I'm good. Like, no allergy pills or anything. Carrie said, I'm in my great aunt's house and I am just one person with about 5 rooms. I wish I had that much space. I think our house is like 1,100 square feet, so it's not huge, but it's not super. Huh? How much is it?
13.5, 14.
So 14 or under square feet, but it's, I don't know. It's laid out a little odd, and there's no, like we have one pantry, and we have a 3-stack of cabinets, but they're super big, and it's like a lot of empty airspace that you can't really utilize. So it's not very functional. And then there's like no utility closet. There's nowhere to hang coats. It's just, I don't know. So trying to purge stuff with nowhere to put it is the problem. It's like, I don't even want a huge house. I just want something a little bit bigger with closets. Carrie said, my church on the 8th, we did the Daniel fast and had to temporarily not eat meat, chicken, or fish until after the 29th when we finished the fast. I have had a happy fridge. I have had a happy fridge with eggs and bacon. Yeah, I couldn't. I would rather straight water fast than having to eat anything else. Shauna said, Lord of the litter box. Carrie said that the FedEx will show up on Saturday, so I'm worried if it gets it. I'm like, because I don't, they won't deliver on Sunday is the problem. So if it actually gets delivered tomorrow, will be awesome. But Carrie said, I am a Friday the 13th baby. My birthday is April 13th. That's cool. Jen says, he reminds me of Brian. He wants to chime in, but not be on camera. I wonder who she's talking about.
I'm preoccupied.
In his defense, you don't want to see him right now. Yeah, Carrie, I do have bacon grease. Like, I have a container of bacon grease, but if we're gonna like fry up cube steak or something like that, I don't want to waste my bacon grease, so I fry up in tallow for lots of stuff. But like if I'm making eggs or something that just needs a little bit of oil in the pan, we use bacon grease for all that.
Tomorrow we're gonna go to Costco and Salmon for one or the other or whatever.
For what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tomorrow morning, hopefully it's not windy.
Oh. Here we go. I'm good with that. He says he's gonna cook up all 9 pounds of bacon. So we need to go to Costco and Sam's Club to get more bacon.
And I need more hot dogs.
And more hot dogs. He's been living on hot dogs. Hungry Heath is here. Says, hey, yo. It's good to see you.
I want a real roast, too.
He's being demanding from behind the camera.
The one that we got wasn't the greatest. It wasn't bad, but...
Well, it was also frozen for God knows how long.
No. When we got...
Oh, yeah. It was all right. Have you guys ever had a tip roast? Like, that's what we got this last roast, and he said it was just super dense. I thought it was just hard. Like, I got tired of chewing it. Like, it tasted fine, but it was super dense. Like, I don't know. Just
he had muscle than it was fat.
He said it was more muscle than fat, which I mean, I prefer the fat, but I'm like, I want something falling apart, and this sucker was like together, and it was in the Instant Pot for quite a while. Although I probably should have added more water because I'm always afraid I'm adding too much because the last one I put way too much, and this time I put way too little. So I got to find that happy spot. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi, Heath. Bob said, get beef fat from Value Market and render it down for plenty of beef tallow. See, I just don't know if I have the patience for that. I mean, I know you can render that stuff down, but you guys got to remember, I'm very, very new to learning how to cook. Like, you tell me to render something down, I'm not even 100% sure how to do that. Like, I would have to look it up. So, yeah, Carrie said we had a rabbit when I was growing up. We kept it outside. And it depends on some rabbits, yeah, you can keep outside. But there's, like, especially the big, giant rabbits. But it gets so cold here in Indiana, you probably can't keep them outside all year long without a heater. Shauna said, we had a rabbit when my brother was a baby, had rabbit inside, snowy winter. It got on the bed and it bit my brother, ran off with the baby bottle. That's awful. Yeah, Jennifer said, chinchillas are poop factories and very high maintenance. Very much so. But they're so cute. Brenda said, that's me on lettuce. Oh, wow. Bob said, I had over 200 rabbits, 7 different breeds. That's crazy. I would love to go and pet 200 rabbits, but I would not want to own 200 rabbits. Don't tell me that, Joanne. Says, Keto Brick has a new flavor launching Sunday. Milk and cookies. I really liked the mint one. If you guys haven't tried that one, I would like a little more mint, but for what it was good.
The one you just melted down?
Yeah.
Mediocre.
Jim said it was mediocre. Which one do you prefer?
I don't remember. The mint one is too. I want a fake mint. I want like fake Andy's mint. I don't. That's straight mint leaf is what it is.
Yeah, he's like me. He really likes the Andes mints. So he said it didn't have enough fake mint, which, Keto Savage, he's not going to put bad ingredients in it. So
no, it tastes like a mint leaf. Like it's what it tastes like.
I know. But which Keto Brick did you prefer?
What did they have?
Malt chocolate, peanut butter. I don't remember. I think the malt's probably my favorite.
Peanut butter, because wasn't there 2 peanut butter, peanut butter and peanut butter chocolate?
Probably. Oh, the pecan one too. Did you ever try the pecan one?
Yeah, was that the seasonal one he had?
Yeah.
I don't think I like that one as much. Whichever one he had that was seasonal, I wasn't.
Oh no, that one hadn't come out yet.
Oh, which seasonal one did he have up there?
I don't remember.
I think it was.
Shauna said, yeah, I couldn't do a hairless cat even if it was hyper. Oh my gosh, we want a Sphinx so bad, but they're so freaking expensive. They're like $2,000
Hard to find.
And very hard to find. There's also a Bengal at Uncle Bill's that he's dying to get his hands on, but it's like $4,000.
That one wasn't as cool as the other one.
He was still pretty.
It doesn't matter. He didn't have blue eyes.
So picky about cats.
If it's $4,000, I better be.
You're supposed to love them how they are. Just like you got a derpy cat.
You already have 3 rescues.
And a derpy.
She's not derpy.
She's derpy.
She looks like she is.
She looks derpy, which means she is derpy. Carrie said, the cat that I had at one time was a Manx cat. He had a stump tail and he loved to climb. They climb a lot. He would climb up on top of the fridge and look outside. Yeah, I've seen some of the stumpy tailed cats. They're pretty cool. They remind me of the little bobcats. Jen says, sounds like you need a cabinet maker from Texas to come HTTV your home. Yes, that would be amazing. Keith, you're welcome to come.
No, you don't want to build anything in this house.
That's true. He would probably go insane trying to build something in this house because there's no 90-degree angles in this house.
I don't think there's a square wall in this building.
There's no square walls. There's nothing. When they built this house, they were trying to do a Willy Wonka house. You know, that one weird odd room? That is our house. Do you see it, Heath? Do you see it? Shauna says, I can't have pets. I scrapbook for a hobby. No room. My cats really don't bother my craft stuff for the most part. There's a few odds and ends, but although I haven't crafted with the new kitten, so she may end up being all up in my space. He said, have tools, we'll travel. Shauna says, I need that someone to win a Powerball and get me my traveling scrapbook home, right? When in doubt, throw it in the Instapot. And see, we did it in the Instapot. So, I don't know. Like I said, it's just super, super dense. But I don't know how to pick out a roast either. I know it's from Costco. Brenda said, we have been using the Redmonds smoked salt this week. Goodness, it was awesome. Yes, and he loves this. He loves the smoked salt. And he's like, we need a bigger bag. And I'm like, I don't know if they sell a bigger bag. But I think I did see them say something about having bigger bags. It's just catching them when they're in stock. That is very, very debatable. Dawn says, you cook better than me, Jackie. I may make it look good. It may not taste good. But you got to remember, I'm, used to cake decorate all the time. So I just, you just learned how to put stuff together to make it look good. It may not taste the best. Carrie said it was a big rabbit and we lived in Texas, so we had a good temps all the time back then compared to now. Right. See, I would love to move to Florida. He won't.
Nope.
But you might hear the shower now. Moving this up.
Tennessee.
He would like to move to Tennessee. Tennessee or Montana. I would be okay probably with either of those. It's just finding a job and all that good stuff. I'm like, I hate job hunting. And I work for Carrier, so I might be able to transfer somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure where all the factories are. So, but yes, I would love to be in a warmer climate. Yeah, Brenda said, I agree with Jim on the mint. And I do too. I still thought it was good, but I mean, my go-to cookie was the Girl Scout Thin Mint cookies. I love mint, snickerdoodle, and chocolate chip. Like, I want basic stuff. Even, everybody's like, ooh, holiday cookies. I'm like, give me a snickerdoodle or a sugar cookie or, I'm weird. Oatmeal cookies, not oatmeal raisin, just oatmeal. So I don't want you adding no fruit to my cookie. So, hi, Alyssa here says, hi, Jackie and Jeff. Good evening. So yeah, trying to find some replacements for my favorite stuff because I used to make similar to monkey bread, but it had chocolate in the center. And I really need to keto-fy that recipe because I loved that thing. But it's cinnamon and sugar and chocolate and biscuits. So there's got to be a way for me to make that keto. Basically, I just got to find a good fluffy biscuit recipe. I don't know if Keto's drop biscuits would work for that. So I might have to do some research on that. Bob said toasted coconut keto brick is my favorite. So I don't know if I haven't tried that one because I don't really like coconut. The closest to coconut I will eat is key lime. And that's pretty much it. Bob is here, says hello, hello. Thank you for stopping in. I feel bad because this is like the easiest time for me to live stream and I cut into yours, but I don't think we have too much crossover. So Barry said there's only a couple flavors I could get from Keto Brick. You can make keto houses with all the keto bricks. Most of the bricks have chocolate, which I don't eat anymore. Right. So yeah, I love my chocolate, but I would give up chocolate before I gave up cheese. So, Jennifer said, I'm sort of neutral on keto bricks. I don't like them enough for the price. I mean, if you're going to buy them, like buy a month's supply, because they're like $5 or $6 a piece, I think, at that point. It's just getting up those funds to be able to do that. Yeah, $12 a brick is pricey, but you're getting a full meal and you can't go to anywhere, maybe McDonald's, to eat for $12. Shauna saying hi to Hyla. Hyla saying hi to Shauna. Lynette says, I like keto bricks because it's not too sweet, but I can't have it right now on triple beanie. And I think eventually, like keto bricks right now, I can take it or leave it. I do have them in the house. But I think the more often I do triple beanie, the more I will like them because they're going to be sweeter. Just like the Relight, I love the Relight. He tried drinking the Relight, and he's like, that tastes like straight up salt. I'm like, I think it tastes sweet. Like, I barely have to add anything because it tastes so sweet to me. So, it's just a learning curve there. Bob said, for $4,000, I would buy beef, not cats. Right. I mean, all three cats that we have are rescues. So altogether, there's like $600 I think we spent, because I think one was $150, she was $2, and I think one was $2 or $250. I don't remember. No, she was the most expensive, so right around $600. But yeah, if I had $4,000 to buy meat, that would be amazing. Although I don't know if I have the room to fit $4,000 in meat. I really want to buy a whole cow, but I don't know if we have the room for it. Bob said, I don't do pets. I killed a fake plant once. Pets would get me arrested. But pets make you live longer. They've done studies. They're good for you. You can get a pet rock. You won't kill it. I mean, you can get a hermit crab, but they're actually harder to take care of than they let on. Fake plants. Yeah, I am horrible with plants. I'm pretty sure I killed my orchid, and I need to try to revitalize it or throw it out. But it breaks my heart because it was like a $45 flower, and I got it to bloom like 4 times, and now I think it's gone. I tried to repot it, and I shouldn't have. I am not a plant person. I should have taken it to a nursery and said, hey, help me. But I got a little succulent because I thought, oh, it's a succulent, it'll stay small. Well, that succulent was a freaking aloe vera plant, and it's getting bigger than my windowsill, and I don't really have anywhere else to keep it. So I'm either gonna have to throw it out or see if somebody else wants it. Right now, it still fits in the pot, but our windowsill is like that big. So once those leaves go out past a certain point, it's not going to be able to stay in the window. It's going to knock itself out. Hannah said the smoked salt is good. Agreed. And if you haven't tried the new seasoning, like we did the taco seasoning on the ground beef the other day, and it was really good. Sean said, I killed the air plant my niece got me 2 years ago for Christmas. Are those the ones that you actually hang up and they droop down? Because those are actually pretty cool. Carrie saying hi to Hyla. Hyla was asking what the air plant is. Shauna says, I often phone a friend when I'm shopping in the meat department. Hungry Heath to the rescue, right? And that's why I used to make him buy all the meat and stuff, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, my mom was a vegetarian. So she didn't deprive me. Like, she made me meat stuff, but I don't know how to buy it. And it was basics. Like, I didn't have a steak probably till I was 13, something like that. I mean, I was older. So then I went from well done steaks, and now I want medium well to medium rare. So Lynette said, like Bob, I don't do pets. I'm allergic to them, but also I work as a ladies' tailor and have other people's wedding dresses in my house. I definitely cannot afford to replace those. Yeah, and in an instance like that, you definitely have to keep a room that was off limits to cats. But that's pretty cool. I have a sewing machine, and I kind of know how to sew, but not near to the extent that I would like. So eventually I need to, I've talked to Shauna and Sharon about that. So if I ever need more help, I can always ask them. It says, well, they don't need dirt and minimal water, so I guess I drowned it, but it petrified. Oh, wow. That's not good. Brenda said, my daughter is in Montana. It's too cold for me. See, I want warm. He said, at least in Montana it would be worth it. I don't know. I would rather live like the Georgia-Florida border where it's nice and warm, but you're not super close to the hurricane stuff, or Texas, or I don't know, Kentucky or Tennessee maybe, but there's still, it gets a little chilly there.
Did you say Kentucky?
Yeah.
No. Been down that road. Where the old man's from.
His dad's from Kentucky.
I am not driving an hour to get to civilization.
Why not?
It's stupid.
Hyla said, I have a plant that's over 25 years old. No idea how it's still alive. At that point, it's just keeping itself alive. Jennifer said, I hate job hunting too. I can sell anything but me, right? I said, well. Carrie said, before I was carnivore, I loved the hard ginger snaps. I don't eat cookies anymore. Well, yeah. I mean, I really want to try Keto Chow's version of Thin Mint cookie, but I couldn't tell you the last time I had an actual cookie. Dawn says, Mike and I want to move south. See, a bunch of us need to get together and just buy a huge mansion and all go in on it. Isla's partial to Texas. I wonder why.
Because it's a free state.
Well, she lives there.
Either way.
Hyla lives there. Hungry Heath lives there. Hungry Heath is going to be the mailing ground for the low-carb cruise. Lynette says, I live in Texas. Please move here. Like I said, I just need a job. My parents just left for Florida for 2 months, so I ain't got nothing keeping me here now. Hungry Heath.
MS-13.
I don't even know what that is. Hyla said, see, Don, it's already voted on where you guys should move. She says, I would be down for Texas, but we are trying to keep it to less than an 8-hour drive so we can still come home frequently. Let's see. Jennifer said, Joe's version of Nisha's cornbread is nice and spongy. Switch it out switch out the flavor and bump up the sweetener.
How much longer? I got a problem.
Possibly an hour. Why?
Eat my stuff.
What do you mean?
You know what?
Oh, hang on, guys.
Don't throw it.
Why not?
Did you get my socks?
I don't know.
I need them.
You want the fuzzy ones?
No, not the black.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, he doesn't want to run around the house naked. Oh, I can't get through. Oh.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right. Sorry about that. I didn't think about getting his clothes before I got on here. Yeah. I don't know if that would work or not. It might. And I'm still playing with, because the cornbread was, the first one I made was, we didn't like it. The second one I made was good, but it still didn't have that cornbread flavor. And I gotta figure out how many drops I'm supposed to add for that. Bob said, I'm gonna work on my own pemmican recipe this summer. I've never had it. I'm not even 100% sure what it is. I just know it's a meat.
What is it?
Pemmican? I don't remember. I know it's this type of meat.
It's a meat?
Mm-hmm.
Say it again?
Pemmican. Pemmican.
Nope, no idea. Is
Uh,
that like bougie spam?
no, I think it's closer to like a beef jerky. And be careful, because you can kind of see the... You're not naked, are you?
No.
Hyla said Missouri and Arkansas are beautiful states. Santa's here, says, hey, everyone. Good evening, Santa. See. Mike thought electrolytes were too salty too. I will be curious for him to try them after Triple Beanie. Right. And like I said, I got him he tried some of my Red Light and he did not like it. But after this, he might.
What?
The Relight, you thought it was too salty? The flavored water stuff?
Well, I about killed us yesterday.
Yeah, he did try to kill us yesterday with salt. I didn't think you could salt something too much. He managed it.
You said to.
I also said to use the onion salt.
I did.
Or the onion powder.
No, you told me to use the salt.
It's fine. We lived. I added butter to mine to even mine out. He wasn't brave enough. Jennifer said, I killed my air plant too. See if I missed.
You say it's going to be done at 7.
Yeah, temp it and make sure, but it should be done. It's a meatloaf made with 1 pound of Wagyu beef, 2 pounds of ground beef, and a pound or so of pulled pork that we had left over.
Pork?
Mm-hmm. I was tired of looking at it in the freezer. And I was going to wrap it in bacon, and then I forgot. I failed.
Bacon that's still out on the counter?
No, that was what Rowan grabbed out. He's going to make some.
You want this light on or off?
You can turn it off. Sean said, mine died before the droopage stage. Bob said, if you want to get rid of the aloe, bring it Monday. Okay. I kind of like having an aloe plant just in case we get burned, but like I said, we don't have any window sills for it, and I can't just put it in another lower one because the cats will get at it. And they need sun, and there's no other windows in our house. We have 1, 2, 3, 5 windows in the entire house.
Why did you not think it was a good idea to put something underneath of it?
Is it leaking?
Everywhere.
Well, good thing there's foil in the bottom of the oven. I've never made a meatloaf. Apparently, it's not ending well. Jennifer said, Lynette, I need a good tailor. I'm not on an off the rack fit, and I am terrible at sewing. Yeah. I've got some jeans and stuff I need to find somebody that can alter for me because I love the jeans, but they're way too big now. Lynette said, I'm here for you. You would just have to get yourself to Houston. Not sure it would be worth the trip. I mean, we will be in Houston in June. She might be, I mean, if it's something that could be done relatively quick, she could drop it off before the cruise. If I don't know if you're going on the cruise, but if you're not going on the cruise, then she could drop it off before the cruise and pick it up after. Carrie said, Texas hurricanes by the Gulf Coast. I know, but it's warm, and I just want to go. I've actually never been to Texas, but I really want to go. Brenda said, Kentucky here. Bob said, Southern Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky. If you don't chew tobacco, you're not allowed to live there. He used to chew. Luckily, he stopped that before I met him. He was heavy vapor when I met him, and now he just does the Zen little nicotine patches. Jennifer said, Lynette, I'm on my way. I know, he's inching towards it. Santa said, we need to buy a ranch. That too, a mansion on a ranch. Keto commune, there you go. Kyla, just voice no Jody. Oh, nobody. Let's see. Oh, what's going on with Scott? No, he's not trapped in the bathroom. You can get in and out. He just didn't have clothes to be able to get out into the living room. Shauna said, at least he knows it's not that kind of live. No, you have no more socks. She needs to clear them out. I didn't touch his. I need to. Although he has less than I do. Don said, tell Jim that's enough from the peanut gallery. I didn't realize I was that far behind. Bob said just beef and fat, shelf stable for hiking, like a carnivore bar, but not near as expensive. Isn't that what they used to do, like back in like the old West days? Isn't that what they made? Scott said, hanging in there, focusing on what I can control. I sweated out some frustration. Oh wait, I think I saw something went out. Was it your dishwasher or your something went out? Wasn't, I don't know. I remember seeing something. I don't remember what it was. I got too busy cleaning and I wasn't really on Facebook much, but I do remember seeing a post. Santa said carnivore version of a granola bar is what I consider pemmican. Hyla said, hope everything is okay. Scott said, first world problems, car trouble, dishwasher not working. It could be a lot worse. When it rains, it pours, unfortunately. Don said, Mike just got home, off to eat and record. This daily video is hard. Have a great night, friends. Bye, Don. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but still frustrating. Definitely. Yeah, this YouTube is not OnlyFans. Hey, if I could make some money, I wouldn't be against it. Lynette said, unfortunately, I am not going to the cruise, but I am going to KetoCon. Yeah, see, and we wanted to go to KetoCon, especially him, because they've got all the vendors and stuff. We just couldn't justify it. I think I worked it out, and it was going to be like at least $1,000 between tickets and hotel and either plane or gas. I just couldn't swing it. Let's see. Santa said, we just went through the washer and dryer replacement, needed a week of Christmas after dealing with car repairs. So definitely, I get it. You're not alone. Yeah, it sucks. I need to go get, my tires are bald and it needs an alignment. And I'm at the point I was going to go get it done. I made an appointment, which was 5 weeks out. And then I go there for my appointment and they're like, oh, we can't do it because our alignment thing is down. I'm like, you couldn't bother calling and letting the people know that are coming in for an alignment that it's down and you need to find somewhere else to go? I mean, how hard is that? You've got a list of what people are getting done. And then because I'm stubborn and dumb, I just haven't gone back. Scott said, no 3-day weekends here. Some of us have tax returns to do. I still need to get my freaking W-2 or whatever it is because it hasn't uploaded yet. And I really want to get my taxes started. I just do my own. I just use TurboTax. But I've done that since I was like 16, so. Hyla says, I'm still here, Shauna. Just said goodnight to Dawn. Shauna said, not a hiker, nor from the Old West. I prefer my meat juicy. Let's see. We always miss you because you're not specifically here. Shauna said, I'll be getting mine in the next paycheck this week. Yeah, I need to, ours is all done online now, so I've got to go and check the app and see if ours is uploaded yet. Because, like I said, I want to get done, and if I have it, I don't think I have anything extra that I need to turn in because all my student loans were paid off last year, and I didn't work another job this year. So I think the only thing I have is my Make-A-Wish contributions, and I think that's it. So should be easy going this year. And I just realized I have not had a drink today or eaten today. I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. But I am halfway prepared. I did think to get a drink. Just hadn't drank it yet. Mouth's dry. Jennifer said, Scott, I'm retired from accounting, but family and friends always need help. You're welcome. Carrie said, I got screwed over too many times with TurboTax. I have a different way. I have to file my taxes, which I am a contract laborer for my church. Yeah, and I mean, I'm just basic. I mean, the hardest thing I had to do was when I threw newspaper, you have to do, it was an independent contractor, so it was working for yourself. So that was the hardest year I had to ever file taxes, and even that wasn't too bad. Bob said, I do as well, but I'm gearing up for a 2,200 mile, wow, hike of the AT. So make my own pemmican is the solution I'm working on. That's kind of cool. I kind of want to start hiking, but there's not really anywhere to hike. And we live in backcountry roads, so people kind of go crazy around here. So I don't know if it would be safe to actually walk around in here. So Carrie said I have a 1099 to work with for taxes. Lynette said, good night, all. Time for me to go feed my keto kid. Good night, Lynette. Have a good dinner. So, sleepy kitties, waiting for dinner. Dinner should be done soon. I cannot wait. Like I said, I haven't eaten since yesterday. I at one point got hungry but didn't want to stop what I was doing, so I probably should have stopped and ate because I need to eat more. Santa saying, have a good night till the net. Yep, that's probably right. I'm horrible with that stuff. So Scott said, is the AT the Appalachian Trail? Yeah, it's a meatloaf. It's the first one I've ever made, and apparently I've at least partially done it wrong because I didn't put anything underneath it, so it's leaking everywhere. But luckily I have foil lining the bottom of the oven, so it shouldn't be too awful. But I did a pound of Wagyu beef, 2 pounds of ground beef, and about a pound of pulled pork that I had left over, and then pork rind, pork panko, and a bunch of seasonings, and then I've got butter in it to keep it more moist. And I forgot to put egg in it, and I was gonna bacon wrap it, and I failed at that too. So it's an all-around fail, so hopefully it tastes good. Bob said AT is Appalachian Trail from Georgia to Maine. That's cool. It's loafing around right now. It needs to hurry up. It should be done in about 9 minutes, as long as it temps out right. Ugh, I'm glad I sat in a chair tonight. Yeah, since it's meatloaf. So I will let you guys judge. Do you want to stay on for another half hour until Hungry Heath stuff comes on, or do you guys want a 30-minute break to be able to go get food and set up and settle in for Hungry Heath stuff? Or let me know what you guys want to do. Tomorrow I'm either doing the kitchen or the craft room, and apparently we are going to Costco or Sam's Club to get more bacon. He wants much more bacon and hot dogs. So if I don't feel like cooking, he's got something he can eat. I really need to try the bacon wrapped hot dogs, but I'm not really sure the best way to do them, if it's an oven or the air fryer. Jen said, and I think you end so you can go eat and drink and settle in for the order. I mean, I can eat during the live. It's not that big a deal, but it's up, like I said, it's up to you guys. Jennifer said, sounds like it's about time for you to enjoy dinner with Jim. Yeah, I think the alarm just is starting to go off. Do you hear it?
What?
The alarm's going off.
It's done?
Hopefully. I don't know, whatever ground beef is supposed to be. Yes. Yeah, because I think pork is 165 and beef is 145. Bob said 2025 for the AT hike, 2026 for the PCT Mexico to Canada, then CDT 2027. Those are some lofty goals, my friend. Better you than me. Carrie said, I am good to go. I have 2 computers set up beside themselves, and I already ate for today. This morning I had 12 egg yolks and a pound of bacon. My second eating was 18 egg yolks. That's cool. I really wish I could just toss out the egg whites and make the egg yolks, but I'm like, I don't want to waste it. Although sometimes I will, like, if I make 6 eggs, sometimes I'll do 5 whole eggs and then just the egg yolk of one other one.
I expect to get this out without burning myself.
Very carefully. Well, anything you use, we can wash. Santa said, yes, I agree. If your dinner's ready, you can have some time with Jim. Well, apparently he's struggling to be able to get the meatloaf out, so my hair looks really, really bad right now. It's all fluffy. And then I let it dry on its own. Eesh. Tell her that's blasphemy. Jennifer said my mom still tossed out her egg yolks. That's awful. The egg yolk is the best part. All right, guys. Well, I've been on for about an hour and a half, so I guess we will close it up here in a sec.
30 more minutes.
I was, but you sound like you're struggling in there.
You're fine.
He said he's.
Leave it in here or take it out.
I don't know. Do you guys leave a meatloaf in a pan or do you take it out? Yeah, Sam said that's his way of hurrying up and say, get in here. Hungry, he said, thanks, y'all. We're starting to set up now for the sausage tasting. We have a members mark, HEB, Slavchek, Teton, and kielbasas to try. I've only had the members mark and the Teton. Oh, and Prasix too. Yeah, I haven't had that one either. Santa says just slice it in the loaf pan is what I do. It's a little extra greasy, so. I was gonna make a garlic butter to put on top of it, but I haven't had time. I might still do that for mine though. Scott said I leave mine in the loaf pan. Shauna says I leave mine in the loaf pan, but usually do meatloaves in cupcake pans. I've done that before, but it's been a while. Jennifer says Nidal. Hang on. Ooh. One last goodbye for the kitty. I'm surprised she's not in there bugging him for the meat. Usually the minute she hears food, she's on it.
No.
Shauna says, I bought jumbo cupcake pans just for that. I have like 24 count cupcake pans because at one point, like I said, I was doing cakes, but now they're just, I might end up selling them because I don't really do that stuff anymore, but I don't have the ginormous ones. And Jennifer said, smash that thumbs up. That will be appreciated. Bob says, I'll see you on Monday. Yes, we'll see you on Monday. I didn't realize I didn't have to work. We could have actually met a little earlier, but oh well. Hopefully, I'm going to message Justin and make sure he's still coming. Shauna says, my coworker has a little chihuahua who loves when I cook. He's always standing by me, shaking with excitement.
I told you.
Man, this cat will literally, like, I was holding my plate out. She walks across my arm to get to my plate. So, got to find a way to curb that.
Come here. Come here.
And then one day,
in the room you go.
She went and grabbed she was sitting on my armchair next to me, and I was sitting there eating my bacon and my eggs.
I brought you this.
I don't want the kitty.
That's your problem for right now.
Oh, at least she's purring. You better hope the bathroom door's shut. But she was sitting there purring next to me, making all lovey noises, and then all of a sudden she jumped up, grabbed a piece of bacon off my plate, and booked it. I was like, seriously? Bullcrap. Yeah, Bob said use those pans for the massive brown butter bites. And Carrie said to hit the like button 500 million, billion, trillion times. I'm not sure if I need butter muffin pans, right? Yes, that one is sassy. Luna's probably either under the bed or in the cat tree, and Salem is off who knows where. It's probably cuddled up with the boy. Yes, she's a little klepto. Anyway. All right, you guys. Well, I made it to an hour and a half. So I'm going to hop off of here. I'm sure the majority of you guys are, but if you have not done so already, please hit that subscribe button, like, and comment the video. It really helps my channel. And I will see most of you guys in Hungry Heath's later tonight. And I hope everybody has a great night and a great weekend. Love you guys. Bye.